Sea to Summit Etherlight Extreme rectangular long version. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look. So this just arrived in a cardboard box, just comes in a hexagon shaped thing like this. Just open this up, lift tab to open, a couple of little tabs like so. There we are, that's how it is in the box. Just lift that out, there. Nothing else in there, don't need that. Let's give this away, see what the exact weight is. Well, it's saying 1160 grams, ounces, 289, which is interesting. Just check that. So that's the total weight. On the box it says mat only, so obviously with the other bits and bobs in there, that's what you carry in your pack if you're taking everything. So everyone's clear. Right, let's have a look at it. Okay, so we'll take this out. Okay, so this end looks like the end that's not orange is the end of your blow up bag. The orange end seems to be the end. Let's get the pad out. There it is, and you can see from the factory, that's factory rolled up like that. You can feel the thickness of insulation in there. This is an expensive mat, but if you're not a lightweight person, and maybe you're a little bit older, or not, but you want some comfort and you want to be warm, like being a cold sleeper, you're better off just going for it and having the warm mat. So yeah, there we go. Seem to have a bit of cling film around there. Probably just stop it unfolding. Smells a bit plasticky. I would say the material doesn't feel slippy. It's more rubbery than hammock mats, and that's sort of they have more of a fabricy feel. Anyway, let's roll it out. What else have we got here? Just a few other bits and bobs that they do on there. A few sleeping bags and didn't know they did so much stuff. Look at all that lot. There the other, oh look, there's the other mats on there, look. So we're looking at this one. I was thinking of this one, but I wanted maximum space, so yeah. And that must be the different pillows. I might look at these, but I generally don't sleep well with air mats. I just like a normal pillow. And we've got, looks like some repair patches in there. There we go, you get 4 of those, and some instructions, some repair patches, one big 3M, one and 3 small 3 smaller ones. Looks like a spare valve rubber gasket seal. And some instructions. So have a look at this. There's a valve. So if you have this at the head end, it's on the right hand side of your head. So here's our toggle. Never used one of these before. So that says inflate on that one. That says deflate. So yeah, you can just see in there, see the insulation, really thick stuff. Look at that, so that's what you're getting. That's why this has got a high rating on it. See the summit, East Light Extreme. There we go. Right, let's have a look at this pump system. Here we go. So that's the end bit. Let's see how easy this goes on. I like the detail when I'm looking for stuff. Easy. Well, that was really simple. Let's see how many it takes. Okay. This is number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Let's take the valve out. There you go, no air comes out. Pop the valve in. Yeah. That's it, 5 pumps. That's it. Nice looking mat. Nice looking mat. And the other side. So it looks identical. It looks identical both sides. Well, I'm 5'11" and 13 stone. So let's try this out. Very nice. That's comfortable. You know, if you've got one of these pads that are, if you're moving around, if you've got one of these pads that comes off, your feet are hanging off. For me, at 13 stone, the comfort of the pad from the 5 inflations of the bag is spot on. Very good. You feel that warmth of the insulation. So, I don't know how you would describe this fabric. Definitely more PVC-y, but it doesn't feel like you'd actually slip off it, because when you're in it, you kind of sink into it. Now you can use the inflator bag as a dry sack. Some people do. I probably wouldn't recommend it on this one, because inside, at the bottom here, there's this ribbon. So if you're shoving all your stuff in, you need to be really careful of that, because it's right in the middle. So you could do it if you're careful, or if you took the top down like that, and if you had that out of the way, you could shove some gear in there to save a bit of weight, save a dry bag, gently, but you wouldn't want to overforce it, because I don't know how strong these seams are. Let's compare the size of this mat to a LW hammock mat. 198/63, 9 centimetres, 201/64, 10 centimetres. There you go. You could use this for chucking your coats in, down stuff. You know, these type of inflator bags, you can get a lot more in that. It's that end, and this is this end. So you can see, seat to summit is a bit longer than the hammock one. I was wondering if I could get this in my hammock more. It may not work though. Yeah, it is just a little bit wider than the hammock pad. I wonder how these would work in the hammock. Obviously these baffles make it quite strong in the hammock. That's why it's designed for that. Let's check the other one. Might not. Let's try this with the Taiga 480 winter top quilt. It doesn't matter that it's got an open back, because this is insulated, and I'll get my cheap pillow here. Here's the 480. Now this is how I use it in my hammocks, and an open back, and then you can just clip that around your neck. So we've got these elastic points. Actually, when I bought it, I was thinking, what's the elastic on it for? But now I understand that a lot of people use top quilts on well-insulated pads, and it saves you weight. And it doesn't matter about the back, because when you turn, it doesn't turn and open the back up when you're on the pad because of the elastic. So we're going to pop the elastic on, fix it on the pad. So that's the pad and the Taiga 480. So winter pad, winter top quilt. The pad colour and the Taiga go really nicely together, don't they? Have your underquilt, stick those round the pad, jump on in. Cozy, cozy. So you can see how these top quilts work in hammocks and on a pad. So something like this winter quilt, I think this is good down to -18, and this pad, you're good to go. And with a good layering of thermals, if it's really, really cold. What a great setup! So as you can see, that works really well, doesn't it? Winter top quilt, super insulated, 6.2 R value mat, -18 top quilt, good to go. Works easily with a open back quilt that you can use either for hammocks or a pad, just with your elastic, with your toggles, tighten it up, loosen it up. Let's see how this thing packs away, because that's important, isn't it? If you're on the pad and you want to let some air out, you just flick this valve up, like so, and press your finger in here, and then pop the toggle back in. Simple. Between the two mats, this Seater Summit is quite a lot more comfortable for me than this hammock, but then this has a different design, works better in the hammock. Oh, but this is, ooh, that is comfy. When I use this in my tent, I can feel my bum on the carpet, so it means I haven't lost head height in my tent, which is excellent, which is what I was hoping for. Let's get this rolled up. Right, so let's get this part of the inflation mat back into the bag, and then we want to take the air out of here. So deflate. There we go. That releases the air quite quickly. Like that. Yeah, that's a thick old mat. There we are. What I'll do is just stick that top back in. Then it's not deflating. And that's it. Like that, see if it fits in the bag. Because this is what you want, isn't it, when you're in your tent and you don't want too much hassle. So, turn it when you're putting it in your bag, the way you rolled it, obviously. Hanging on to it. You could get yourself a little elastic, single elastic strap to put round, just in case you accidentally let it go. There we are. That's that. Oh, that was better than expected. There we are. There's the other end. There's the other end of the blow bag in there. So that's a comparison in size. That's a standard LW hammock Dremor. So obviously there's quite a difference, but this is quite a warmer mat. Different kettle of fish. I was considering going for the winter version of this mat, as I do have an hammock, but because I also use my tents, I wanted the warmest thing I could get. So the next thing to do will be to test it out when conditions are really cold. So this isn't a performance review, it's just a review of having a look at it, because when I went to buy this, I was having a look and couldn't really find a detailed look at the pad and options such as how a open back top quilt would fit onto it. So I've added that into this video, so if it's helpful and you like the video, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and thanks for watching.